What is up, everyone? It is Hoku. Welcome to my channel. It's been a long time since I've actually created any content for this channel and uploaded it. I've just kind of been on a hiatus, I guess. We all know what's been going on in the world, at least from a marginal or, general perspective. We've been going through it for a good part of almost 2 years, and so I think that's just kind of played in my distancing or disconnect of being on this channel, in a sense. So lately, I've just been reconnecting with self in such a way that's really just brought me full circle to my intention of even being in this space, being on YouTube, or even having a little channel. I really just wanted a sacred space for me to have and to come to be able to just express what's in my head, what's on my heart, shoot the shit, talk stories, you know what I mean? Like, I just want a space. It's freaking bothering me. Hold on. So many shorts, but I just want a space that I can come to and sort of be able to talk stories with you guys out there. Like, there's gotta be someone, and I'm not really a person that really cares about the, what do you call them, the insights or the what the fuck do they call it? See, that might be a downfall, so I better not say too much, but I don't focus on those kind of things about views, about channel growth and things like that. Of course, I want to see this channel grow and I want to see engagement, but I want it to be from people that truly will fuck with me and my energy and my truth. I don't really want to continue to have content that isn't me. And not to say that like the beauty related stuff wasn't me, because obviously, like, I like and I still like beauty products and kind of getting myself ready once in a while. Right now, I obviously am not ready. I don't have nothing on my face, and I probably still have, I still have like smudged mascara on my eyes, and I'm just still looking a hot mess. But I just want to have a space where I can come to and be completely authentic, maybe pull myself together as I talk stories with you guys. But I know I was just letting a lot of negative comments and remarks about my channel outside of this space get to me and really put me in a place where the self-talk was negative and degrading, and it just made me feel like nobody's gonna fucking want to pay attention to you. Nobody's gonna want to hear what the fuck you gotta say. Nobody cares what you're doing, girl. Like, okay, what are you trying to do? And I really had to get out of that mindset. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just started this video and I'm already getting interrupted, but whatever, it is what it is. I don't even know what I was saying. I think I was just saying that I just want to create a space I can come to and be my most authentic self. I know I probably have said that enough times, but what I mean by that is no masks, no facade. If I have something on my heart, on my spirit to say as I'm doing my makeup, or as I'm just sitting here engaging with you, or as I'm, letting certain messages channel and whatnot, I know that it's meant, the truth of what I'm speaking, the life in what I'm speaking will reach somebody out there. I know that it's meant to, that my frequencies will draw the right crew, the right crowd, the right fucking tribe to me. It's interesting because if anyone out there has done the like Breyers, what am I fucking thinking about? Ice cream? The Myers-Briggs personality test. I know there's, I don't even know how many, but there's different types of personalities that people can have, that are based on certain traits. There's particular characteristics, if you will, within each group. And without going into too much detail, because I'm really like, I don't know, I haven't really delved into each category or studied it like that. I just know that what I got was INFJ, which anybody out there who is an INFJ, like, comment down below, let me know, because you'll understand, you'll fucking vibe with what I'm saying. We do not, we're sort of introspective and introverted, but we can also be extroverted or social when our batteries are full, when our cup is full enough to be able to share. There's pros and cons of the personality, I suppose, just speaking from experience, that, you know, for me, like, I like to say hi and be social and always show aloha and whatnot, and be myself outside of the house when I see people that I know or I'm comfortable with. But, like, other times I'm just like, oh, bitch, I gotta go home because I have had it. People just wear me the fuck out. And then we go into our spaces and our caves and just sort of regroup, renew, you know, reset ourselves and our spirits, because we're such empaths that we absorb so much fucking information, downloads from all these different, like, sources, which is what I say we are, you know. We are resources for each other of light, and some are more like traumas and triggers. Some people bring an energy of trauma and a triggering, which to me are like little lessons for us to be mindful of when we're engaging and responding to people. That everybody's gonna have a different personality, and everybody's gonna kind of be projecting things into our spaces that we might not want to receive. So I don't know if I'm going anywhere with this. I guess what I mean to say is I want to create a space. I mean, it's not going to always be here in this beauty area, but, you know, a space on this channel for you guys to come and fucking relate to me if you do, you know, vibe with me if you do. And if you don't, and you don't like what I'm saying, or it ain't for you, or it's not hitting where it should be, and it's not making you align, then just we ain't on the same frequency, and that's okay. You can click off, move on to another person's channel, or just don't fucking watch me. I don't personally, I mean, it's no skin off my ass. I just ask that this be a continual space of positivity and growth and learning, because I feel like, I mean, I've always been a spiritual person, and I've always been divinely protected and guided, and I know this, but, like, even a person who has reached a certain level of consciousness will always and continually and eternally be evolving and growing and rising. You know, rise up, kings, queens, gods, goddesses. We are constantly on the rise, at least I feel like. And so despite all of my knowledge and all of my spiritual connectivity to universal source, I still found myself in places mentally and physically and spiritually that just were not feeding me life. And so this stage, this presence right here, right now, that we're sharing this space, is mostly, I want to say, about the healing process, the balancing, you know, the abundance that we are affirming, that we are attracting to this space, to our space, to fill our cups with and to share, you know. I want this to be a space where I can literally just come chill and hang out with y'all, you know, and for y'all to do the same. So I'm not great at this whole YouTube thing, I would say. Like, I'm not really about the I don't know, like the popularity or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm just really a down to earth, like simple, rude gal in a sense, but like, you know, I'm just kind of, I just do my own thing and I just chill and vibe mostly with my ohana, my family, and very, very few people. Like, I've cut a lot of friends that I once had that I was super tight with off. And this is just like Oki rituals. This is cutting the cords, the etheric cords, the karmic contracts and connections with people, and not in a negative way or in a resentful or drama induced way. It's just to lessen these weights that pull on our shoulders and our spines and our heads, and we drop and we feel and look defeated. Like, I just want to rise to a new day and be grateful, and be grateful for the presence of like-minded, like-spirited people, you know, a solar fam. So yeah, I just that's where I'm at. And in this time that I've been growing, I would say since Shmebid happened, as a parent, like, this is something I remind my kids. Let me see how much this is something I remind my kids is, remember, parents are just older children. We are still growing up. We are still learning our lives, our purpose. You know, we make mistakes just as much as a child will make mistakes as they stumble through the path of childhood and adolescence and young adulthood and adulthood. Like, I feel like I'm an adult, but I'm still like a fucking adolescent when it comes to life lessons. And not to say I'm motherfucking dumb or I don't know shit on a conscious spiritual level. I know a lot of shit, but there's always more shit to be learned. And so this is a space I want to create to say, hey girl, hey, I don't know everything and I'm not going to pretend to be arrogant, but let me just share what the fuck is on my mind today, what is on my heart, what needs to be discussed or just channeled, you know, divinely channeled. Maybe somebody need to hear something to come out of my mouth that, like, it is what it is, girl. I guess somebody was meant to hear it. And sometimes that somebody is you. I could look in the mirror and be talking all day to my motherfucking self, which sometimes I do, but this is a way to fucking actually have a legitimate reason to be heard and to actually speak on things and speak life and speak truth, you know. The conversations we have with ourselves are just, I think, the most interesting. I'm going to clear this deck. But anyway, so I've also been getting into, let's say, I want to say about 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe a year and a half. 2 years ago, approximately. I started watching this YouTuber who is a tarot reader, if you will. I usually don't like to say that. A truth speaker. We're fucking truth speakers. Because I wouldn't necessarily call myself a tarot reader or like a fucking reader or psychic or fucking whatever. I know I'm a healer. I have healing energy, but as do we all. It's just a matter of how much you want to go within, tap into your own resources of light, which comes straight from divine source. How much do you want to expand and open up that cup, that spiritual cup that you hold within? Like, how much you want to let that shit grow? And we're all at different stages and different phases, and that's okay. But I just want, I don't know why I keep saying I just want. Maybe I don't know where that's going, but I started watching this truth speaker, and I really resonated from the first video. Now, mind you, I'd say about 10 years ago, I would have been, I'm still spiritual, still fucking calling people on their shit when it comes to, you know, accountability and recognizing their actions and intentions and shit. But I would say that anyone that knew me then would have been like, girl, well, I thought she said she don't fuck with tarot. I thought she said she wasn't about all that. I wasn't at that time. And sometimes, you know, I sit back and think like how much we've all changed within just 5, 10, 15 years, you know, how much every single day we change. But what I want for myself is to constantly be evolving and changing to meet my highest and fullest potential here in this realm. For whatever this purpose of me being here in the physical is, I want to reach the highest, because I don't want to really come back to these karmic battles, if you will. I don't want to be here forever. So I started getting into listening because I just resonated from the get-go with her first video. And every video I've taken very what's the word, just I've intuitively listened to the ones that I need to. I wasn't going to sit there and binge every single video, but I would take everything as a sign. Like if I'd get on after a couple of days, or like even 2-3 weeks, and it just so happened that a video she made maybe a year ago or like a week ago or whatever popped up on my suggested videos, it always seemed to be something that I needed to hear, the truth that I needed to hear. So I really did appreciate that. And I started getting into the cards and the tarot myself. But I'm not one of those people that's going to sit there and study every single thing. I study what I feel compelled and what I'm channeled to actually look at. And the reason I do that is because reading something, I mean, like going to medical school or any kind of college, and you're just forced to study material that you gotta learn in order to pass a test, to be able to get a grade that helps you get this particular credit or degree. It's just this systematic, like, pump all this information, but you're not going to retain it. So for me, the best I learn is by listening, by opening up spirit to where I'm meant to channel my energy. And so even with the cards and stuff, I'm not there yet. I'm still growing, but I feel like I'm channeling enough just perception, intuition into the natural meaning. And when I can kind of read where I'm getting the energy, and then if I have a question, then I'll pertain to the book or do my research or whatever. But this is just strictly mostly for me. But I have noticed that sometimes the information that I receive is so profound, or so like, I totally resonate with that, and I totally am seeing this on such a like fucking dope ass level that it's like, why not share it? So that's kind of where I'm at. I also will most likely on this channel get to a point where I'm gonna be maybe pulling a couple cards or whatever is coming through for the day, and just sort of going over the meaning, the energy of that day or at that time. So yeah, I know I kind of rambled off, and this video is probably all over the place in thought and consistency. I don't script things. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not a fucking newscaster giving you fake news and shit. I'm just me, and I want to come here to enjoy whatever space I create and connect. So let this be a two-way, you know, let this be open communication of spirit on solar levels, solar vibes. And yeah, let's create a dope ass motherfucking space for each other. So that's where I'm at. Let me see where my time is at. Oh, I have plenty of time. Okay, I thought I was on like, girl, you got 20 seconds, bitch, hurry it up. So I also have some food here. I just have a salad that I gotta still mix up and add my lemon to. But okay, so I have this deck, the Intuitive Night Goddess, that I recently got. I just really like the illustrations and the artwork on it, and I really feel like it's something I can totally connect with. So I'm gonna just gently clear this deck right now just to kind of get a vibe. And I also put on nails for the first time, so this is gonna look a little wonky when I'm shuffling because I'm not used to the nails working with the cards and stuff. So I think what I'm just gonna do is kind of let spirit kind of guide me as I clear the deck to the energy of tonight, of this moment, of this presence that I present as a present to you, to speak truth of where we are currently and what it is that we need to look at within about our current situation, our current now, if that makes sense, our now, our presence. clarity. Okay, it looks like that's what is meant. Ooh, I got 3. So, ooh, no, 4. Okay, what is this saying? So I got 4 cards. I don't know which way you're going to be seeing them, but when I get cards like that, I usually go from the back. That's the first card, so this is what is meant to be seen. And we got the Mystic. The Mystic. And this is what I mean. The illustration is just super dope and plays off that Rider-Waite tarot deck. Why did I say Ritter? I'm thinking like John Ritter for some reason. Why am I don't know what the fuck where I'm going with that, but that's kind of weird. I've never thought of that person, or like, anyway, maybe that brings up something for someone. But I got the Mystic, 2 of Swords. So I see this as a surrendering. Damn, there's the 2 moons here. This is 5. The Mystic. I want to say the Mystic is the Magician in this deck. It represents the Magician, at least that's what I'm feeling. I don't know for sure, and that's why I do tend to revert to the different books, because every deck kind of plays differently. Hierophant. Okay, yeah. The Mystic is the Hierophant. So this one represents a mermaid goddess, and she's in her element of water, which kind of represents intuition in this case. It says she glances back to an open book with keys upon its pages. Glances back to the knowledge that hold the key. This is about spiritual wisdom, personal belief, and mysteries revealed. The Mystic is a creature of 2 worlds, the hidden and the unseen. It invites us to explore our conscious and subconscious selves. As a siren, she lures you to the deep. When endeavoring in spiritual matters, be sure to maintain balance. Balance. Balance, and essentially spiritual balance will restore mystical beliefs and your spiritual balance. So, and even the 2 moons are representing that. So this is a time of really balancing the scales of our emotions and our logical sense, our divine feminine and our divine masculine. This is really a time to center and align and breathe and rise, because that leads us into a place where we're blinded, but we hold the swords, we hold the guidance. This keeps us protected. It keeps us moving forward in strife or in problematic seasons. But this is a card that essentially is saying, though we cannot see what is ahead, though we cannot understand the hows and the whys and the details of what lies ahead, we are still guided, we are still protected. You see how she has the two swords? She is guided on this journey, even though she's blindfolded. She is guided and given that clear path. And this is her after the battles. She is the warrior of Pentacles, essentially Knight of Pentacles. She is gone through so much stress in a sense, so much war, so much trauma and triggers. But even though she was blindfolded in the beginning, she has come out on the other side of battle victorious in a sense, holding the pentacle, holding the abundance of what she learned and the abundance of what she gained from going through all this turmoil and strife and heaviness. And that leads us to 9 of Cups. This is the last card that popped up. Well, it was the first card that I seen, but again, these were stacked. So I take it as this is the first step of needing that balance as we go through the beginning of problems that arise, but we go through guided and protected, even though we don't know how we're going to get through. We are given all the right tools to get through. And as we come out victorious, as we come out proud that we've gotten through these times, we will be in abundance. We will be in order. We will be able to sip from these full cups, you know, the divineness that is meant for us. So I'm not really someone to go super deep and in depth into the cards, but I just kind of want to leave it in a more digestible manner. That's where we're at. Take that as it resonates, because I feel like it's meant for somebody's ears. It definitely resonates with me. Some things don't, but it's also just a reminder to be watchful of your current actions, because those current actions, or I should say your thought, your mindset, because as you think, so shall it be. So be mindful of your thoughts, which can create the intentions that you have for your actions. And in reading, you know, just these 4 cards, it's showing us there might be some struggles, some strife. It might be a little bit of a rough patch. You might have like a little bit, be rolling on waves and, you know, going over speed bumps and shit. That might be slowing you down, but it's okay, because though you may be blinded to the hows, what's, whys, whens, wheres, you will get where you need to go, because you will be fierce in battle, and you will come out clutching them coins, those rewards, in order to enjoy the fruitfulness that lies ahead. I'm going to just pull real quick from this deck. It's called the African Goddess Rising. And just before this battery goes off or whatever, but I'm going to move this up. Clear the deck gently. And I just want this to be final thoughts on the message for tonight, for today. Whenever this video finds you, I just want this to be final words to chew on, to think about, to ingest, to mull over, to process, to transmute. What is meant for us right now? Oh, I'm seeing that kind of wants to come out. So I'm seeing like 3 freaking rings, like Olympic rings, but don't know, Olympic rings have like 5 or 6 circles? I don't know, but I'm seeing like 3 intricate rings, which is pretty interesting, because 3 is like positivity, communication, abundance. It's a good number, but it's almost like it has to, it's almost like the 3 of Pentacles coming up in my vision. That was weird. But anyway, this card is Yamaya. It's awakening. This is perfect, because as we start to balance ourselves and our energies and our divinity within, and go forward blindly yet guided and led into battle, which we will emerge from victorious, we will be able to sit in comfort and enjoy the fruitfulness of these full cups, because we are in our power awakening. Look how beautiful this card is. Look at the abundance within her belly, and the night or the dolphins rejoicing in this rainbow, the sunlit rainbow, rejoicing for the birth of this awakening. Where is this card? I want to just read what this is real quick. Yeah, I have time. This is, at least this is what I got. That's what I got from this awakening card. This is a time of really a rebirth, a rejoicing of a newness, a renewal, a relearning, a reconnecting with self that gives us the abundance, like the Nine of Cups, you know? We're rejoicing in this awakening because there's more to come. But I'm just going to leave it at this card. I won't do any more because I want it to be digestible. But Yamaya is, I think, isn't she a Yoruban goddess? Of like goddess of the sea? Yamaya. This is in the Temple of High Priestess, which in this book is the energy of, let me see. I'm going to see if they have it. Yeah, the High Priestess cards. There's only 5 in this deck, but these wise women goddesses are the keepers of the mysteries of the universe. Their energy at the crown of your head vibrates high with the color violet, as you can see, is present all throughout this card. So this is a beautiful card that touches on the element of water, but it says Goddess Yamaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, or deity, never leaves you. This is the highest, man. So you're going through all this shit to reach the part of awakening, of abundant rebirth, of self. Yamaya's guidance, this card guidance is essentially saying, wake up, rise and shine, rise and shine, rise and shine. It's a time to awaken to yourself, to breathe more life, to speak more life of self. Yes, awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yamaya swallows your tears, like the sea will swallow your tears, right? You are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything different. I could definitely relate and resonate with this card. That's where I feel like the space is at that I'm creating for myself and for whoever is watching, that I want to rise. I want to continue to grow. This is a goddess rising. You are awakening up, or I'm sorry, you are waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. And it says the path of awakening is not straight, right? You're going to be over there blindly trying to get through shit. It's not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil. Ooh. You've chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. The ascension is your divine purpose. Tell me that isn't what the fuck I was talking about. That was a message that I needed to hear, that you needed to hear, that we needed to hear. And that is all love, baby. Like, awaken yourself. That's what we here to motherfucking do. So my channel is going to kind of be like this. Come and join me for truth, speaking, and seeking. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully these words resonate, speak to you, love you. I'm just going to wish everyone out there who may stumble across this video divine abundance of love and healing and gratitude and patience and courage and strength and wisdom, health and healing, prosperity, solar divine risings. Yes, I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you vibing with the vibe. I would love to have you and share this space with you, just the ones that really care and really understand. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. It's all good. You know, we all got to find our space, our sacred space of healing place. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day or evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in my next video, hopefully very, very soon. Okay? Love, light, and always aloha.